Welcome to Big Butts, No Lies. I'm Mavi, your go-to guide for everything plastic surgery. With 18 years in the industry working alongside top board-certified plastic surgeons, I know what really goes down: the good, the bad, and the botched. Now I work for you, bringing you real, unbiased info to help you make the best choices for your dream look. Whether you're going for subtle enhancements or a full-on transformation, I'm here to give you the facts, the tips, and the confidence to navigate your surgery journey. Let's get into it. Should be fun. Hey guys, do I have the show for you today? Today I'm doing a solo episode, so it's just me, but I feel like I need some time alone with you. With no doctors around, nobody else, just us. And I want to talk about some of the things that maybe we don't talk about enough when we talk about surgery. And with my podcast, I want to lift the veil of what to expect, what's happening in the industry, and what's going on with so many things. So today I want to tell you the truth about tummy tuck recovery. And you guys know that I go on the chat rooms all the time, and I see so much. Now that I have been so many years out of the plastic surgery offices, I have lost a little bit. I'm going to say I have lost a little bit of that toughness. I think my one-on-one patients, my girls might not say that. They're not my patients, they're my clients, but they might say I haven't lost it, but I do feel like on the show I'm not being as tough or as real as I should be. Or as I owe it to you. I owe it to you to tell you the truth and tell you how it really is, right? So I'm going to take you through the first 2 weeks of your plastic surgery journey. And I'm going to start with day before surgery. Okay? So the day before your surgery, you're probably going to have a set of instructions from your surgeon. Your surgeon's going to tell you something like, I need you to drink this, maybe a couple of prescription pills, maybe a specific body wash to help you wash your body. It could be Hibiclens. They could instruct you to do it with just dial soap, but some sort of like body wash. And of course, we already know you don't eat anything after midnight or whatever instruction they tell you. It's important to know, and I just had this conversation earlier with one of my one-on-one clients, and it was, when you're getting ready to have your surgery, it's like you're running to the finish line, right? You're running because you're planning, you're researching, you're looking for your supplies, you're doing all of these different things trying to get ready for surgery. And then you get to surgery and it's hurry up and wait. And I emphasize that wait because you have to have so much patience with yourself, with the people around you, with your body, to get through those first few weeks of surgery, because your plastic surgery journey is more like a marathon than a short sprint. Because once you hit that surgery day, it's not the finish line. That's probably the halfway point, to be honest, because you still have swelling, inflammation, scarring. We still have the whole rest of the surgery procedure process to go through. And sometimes we forget that. We forget, I have to heal. We're so used to immediate gratification and things just happening super fast and bing, bada boom, bada bing, and it's done. But it's not really like that. I want to tell you the truth. It is not like that. In the first week, you can experience a range of emotions. You can be so happy, so scared, so anxious, so unsure if you should do this. All of those things could be happening before surgery, and at the same time experiencing excitement, like, oh my God, I can't wait to get it done. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. I'm so like nervous. I've been planning for this. So it's like when I tell you you're on an emotional roller coaster, you are on an emotional roller coaster going up and down. One moment you're super happy, one moment you're anxious, the next moment you're scared, the next moment you're just all over the place, which is totally normal. You're about to have a really big surgery. I'm talking to all my surgery girls, any body modification that's happening. Like, these are big surgeries that are going to impact our lives. So with that, I just recently had one of my clients, my B, I'm thinking about you. So she's on the emotional roller coaster. And while I was helping her, it made me think, like, I need to tell you guys the truth. Let's start with the first 24 hours. The first 24 hours, you're going to be pretty groggy. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Tummy tucks hurt. They're cutting through the skin, but also they are suturing your muscle together. So they're a needle and a suture is going through your muscles and they're tightening them. And when you wake up, you feel that. You feel that tightness. You feel all of that pain. So I don't want you to feel alarmed when you wake up from surgery and you feel like you got hit by a freaking truck. Like, it hurts. It's even with Exparel, if you had liposuction at the same time as your tummy tuck, you're going to be feeling the liposuction. The tummy tuck with the Exparel, it helps. I had Exparel and I loved it. I'm so glad I did. I still felt discomfort. So even with the Exparel, I still felt discomfort. And it wasn't so much from my abdomen. It was from the lipo, my flanks, my back, my whole like torso just felt so tender and sore. And it feels like a big bruise. I am not even going to lie to you. There might be some patients that feel minimal pain, but there's also my girls who have an extreme, excruciating amount of pain, even with the pain medication, even with Exparel, even with everything. Doesn't matter. It's still a painful procedure. And that's something I don't think I say it enough. Like, it hurts. Be ready. Be prepared for that. You could also experience some nausea. So with the anesthesia, with the surgery, with the different medications, you could experience nausea. And with the nausea, you have to either take your medication that the doctor prescribed you, if they prescribed you something, or you could drink ginger tea or even ginger mints. That'll help. Also alcohol wipes to help sometimes with the nausea. You do not want to throw up right after a tummy tuck. So bring your ginger tea, get your medication, and just have it ready. Know that that's a possibility. If you're somebody that usually gets up from surgery and has really bad nausea, tell your anesthesiologist. With all of that said, you can understand why it is so important for you to have somebody with you. Not just, they don't have to be right there sitting next to you. They could just be in the same house, but you need to have somebody with you. You cannot recover from a major surgery that includes an abdominoplasty by yourself. You need help. You will not be able to get up and go to get yourself a glass of water or get up and go, make yourself some food. That's not going to happen. So you need to be really prepared for that. At home, if you have kids, if you're planning to recover at home, you need to prepare yourself for being in your home, preparing for your tummy tuck with your kids around, with your husband around, with whoever is going to be around. So if you are the primary caretaker of your kids and your family, go ahead and start delegating some of those things that are going to have to be done while you're in recovery. So depending on how old your kids are, make sure you have the things that you might need for them for the first 2 weeks that you're fresh from surgery. You probably won't be driving for 2 weeks. So you will need to, if you have appointments, anything you do need to have a driver. Make sure you have somebody with you. Anytime you're taking any type of pain medication, you need to make sure that you have a driver and that you're not driving. I have a previous episode where I talked about setting up your recovery space. And what I mean by that is find a space wherever you're going to be. If you're recovering at home, make sure it's somewhere that you have access to a bathroom easily. Sometimes it's your bedroom. Sometimes it's the spare office. Sometimes it's the spot in the living room with a recliner. Everybody's recovery looks different. I talk a lot about finding the right recovery plan, and your recovery plan can look really different. Everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different needs and responsibilities. So that's why I offer my services. When I help you guys, I'm helping you plan your recovery. Okay. What are your responsibilities? Who's going to be taking care of these things while you are in recovery? If you're traveling, what is that even going to look like? I help you figure the things out, and I look at the things that you're not looking for, which is the things that are not even on your radar. And I'm not even going to get into all of that. So if you're recovering at home, you need to have a recovery space. Your recovery space needs to have accessibility to a bathroom. I'm going to say, like, if it's your only choice and you have to do it, you can do it. But if you do not have to set yourself up upstairs and you can do it downstairs in your house, that'll be better for you, because you definitely are not going to be going up and down stairs during those first 2 weeks after surgery. Like, if you have to, you can do it. But if you don't have to, you probably don't want to. Just listen to me. You're not going to want to climb upstairs right after a tummy tuck. I promise. And your surgeon probably won't even allow it. So there's that. Make sure you ask. In that recovery area, you want to set yourself up an area. Sometimes my girls use a cart. Like, if you've had a baby, when you get your little cart, you stock it with all your things and you roll it around the house with you, whichever room you're in. At least that's what I did. So make yourself a little cart. They're like $30-$40 at Target. And you can prepare your cart with all of your things in it, from your medications to any hand sanitizers, any cleaning wipes to keep your area disinfected, gauze, alcohol wipes, your water cup, your drain log. All of those things need to be easily accessible and where they are, so that you can easily get to them. And people can just bring it up to you wherever you are. So the last thing is also make sure you stock yourself up with some entertainment or education, whichever. But make sure you find things that can keep yourself busy while you are working on your recovery. Hurry up and rest. Hurry up and get some sleep. Hurry up and heal. That's the reality of how you feel during that time. You're like, I'm so ready to hurry up and get to the end of this. Like, these days are going to go so by. They're going to go by so slow and you're just going to be ready to get to the end of it. But unfortunately, we can't rush it. So your recovery process is going to be a little slower than what you would like, I bet. Slower than what I would like. But you have to give yourself the space and the patience to recover. A lot of my clients are high level executives, and what they don't do is give themselves time, because they are such planners, such leaders. They have teams that depend on them. They have people who are counting on them, and they need to know exactly when they're going to be ready, exactly when they can fly again, exactly when they can do these things. And it's really difficult to tell you when you're going to hit these milestones when everybody heals different. So with my girls, whenever I'm working with my clients, when you book with me, you get me for a whole year. So, and I did that because I don't ever want you to feel rushed into surgery without preparing. I like to get my girls really ready for surgery. And there's a lot of different things that you can do to get ready for surgery, but there's only a few things that you can do to get ready for surgery that will actually move the needle forward. Some of the other things, like purchase your supplies or plan where you're going to stay, or focus on garments and scar creams and all of those things. None of that is going to make you heal faster. It'll help. All of these things are necessary things, but it's not going to make you heal faster. What is going to help you heal faster is making sure that your nutrition, and so nutritionally, you're in your best state. Physically, as far as how strong you are and how your stamina is. Stamina. What? It's been a long day. How good your stamina is. And 3, how physically ready you are. Like how physically ready you are and mentally ready. That was the last one. How mentally prepared are you? I know you guys have heard me talk about the slippery slope of falling into nitpicking your body, nitpicking your recovery, nitpicking things, falling into a negative thought pattern, because it's very common after surgery. And those types of things can hinder your recovery instead of helping you recover faster. So when you're planning for surgery and you have your checklist of what you're going to do to get ready for surgery and how you're going to plan, number 1, 2, and 3 are get physically ready, get mentally ready, get nutritionally ready. Those are the key things that you can be doing to prepare yourself for surgery that will actually make you recover faster. So if you're worried about recovering quick, focus on all of that. Focus is before your surgery. After surgery is when you start thinking about it, but really you prepare for that before surgery. Your protein levels have to be properly measured. If you are a massive weight loss patient or a patient who has had bariatric surgery, they have to run tests to make sure that you have what you need to heal the incisions that you're going to be having. So sometimes some of my girls will be like, oh my God, I want to lose as much weight as I can before the surgery. So they remove as much skin as possible during the skin removal, abdominoplasty, all of that. Body lift, extended tummy tuck, all of these, they're similar surgeries, right? They'll think, I want them to cut out as much skin, so they stop eating or they lower their calorie intake to the max. And now when they're getting closer to surgery and we are getting labs and we're making sure that they're ready, sometimes the labs pass. Sometimes they're like, Labs haven't even shown that they haven't eaten a piece of protein in the last 5 weeks because they're trying to fast to lose as much weight. Like the labs hasn't even hit it to where it's going to get picked up. But in the recovery process, girl, you're going to feel it because your incisions are not going to close up properly. Your healing is not going to be as fast. Your swelling is not going to go away as quickly as it can. When you prepare yourself physically and mentally for surgery and nutritionally, you are setting yourself up for success after surgery in the recovery period. During your first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks, that's when you're going to feel the results of all of that hard work that you put in before surgery. Now I'm giving y'all too much. This is what I teach my girls, my one-on-one girls, and I give them menus and food lists and carbs list and protein list. Next thing that you need to have is realistic expectations as to what your swelling is going to look like. They don't call it swell hell for nothing. You are swollen. Thankfully, it's only temporary, but it is definitely something that could scare you. So I hope you ladies enjoyed my tough love this episode. I love you so much. I want you to have your surgery and have an amazing recovery and turn into the woman of your dreams and go after your dream job and, do everything. Become the woman that you want to be in the fullest extent. And with that, I do not want to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, girl. It hurts. Tummy tucks hurt. Muscle wall repair hurts. It's not a walk in the park. You feel all types of sensations, pain, soreness, pulling, stretching, burning, stinging, all types of sensations. And it's only temporary. That's the good thing. It's temporary. So if you love this episode, I want you to go to Instagram, look for me at Big Butts No Lies Podcast and tell me what was your favorite part? What do you need me to help you with? What other episode topics are on your mind? And I'll work on it for you. Till then, I'll see you guys next week. That's a wrap for this episode of Big Butts No Lies. If you found this episode helpful, do me a favor and subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who's considering plastic surgery. Your support helps more people get real, unbiased info they need. And if you're ready to take the next step in your surgery journey, I've got you covered. Book a consultation with me at bigbuttsnolies.com and let's create a plan to get you the results you've been dreaming of. Follow me on Instagram at Big Butts No Lies Podcast, on TikTok, and on YouTube for exclusive behind the scenes and more real talk about plastic surgery. Until next time, stay confident, stay informed, and remember, big butts don't lie.